Hello there, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back to basically day 29. And I hate this. I really do. So let's hop into the very important info that I have to share with you today. And the first is gonna be that I'm gonna about to take some Coke Zero. Oh man, this is my first time of the day. My last bottle is actually in my in this little room where I have my PC and everything. And yeah, I didn't end up seeing this bottle until now. Okay, so let's hop into real stuff, not just, randomish stuff. I ended up waiting myself today, and I am at the wonderful update of 90.2, not 21, 90.2. So I ended up losing around 700 grams by the looks of it. Okay, update body fat. I really need to I still think it's at 20 something, so for sure I just gonna like put 25 body fat. Let me check something. Yeah, I am still under overweighted. My BMI should be, let me check if it's gonna be like 20%. What's gonna be? Update. Oh, it's no change actually into the BMI. If I put 15% just for the sake of it. Oh. Let's say 85 kg. Huh. So the kgs basically. So no more normal weight. I should be like, holy fucking Christ, you can't be fucking kidding. You can't be fucking doing this to me. Wow. What's this? So my BMI should be let me check. Your height 175. Okay. So. Oh, okay. So my BMI should be around 29. Okay. Okay. Seems sensible. If you lose 5 kilograms down to a target weight, however, your health would benefit. By the way, being fat without tobacco is better than being slim due to the nicotine. The best advice for okay, it's not hitting me there. Your current low carb diet may help you reduce body weight and improve blood sugar and lipid levels. However, the contrast to meditation diet, low carb diet is much less sustainable. They later increase diseases and mortality risk. Despite short-term improvement of some risk factors. Okay, if you have if you want to stop dieting, do it step by step, okay? Do physical exercises without a moderate and vigorous intensity, walking outside the joints and then jogging. Important to know. Okay. Okay, good. So basically right now I'm in a good spot. Let's put that back to where it is right now. So today's weight after the first 4 weeks, 19.2 kg. So I almost lost 6 kilograms. And my body fat, I will still like to say that I'm still at 20%. I'm starting to get like like the ab muscles and so on, but nothing crazy right now. Okay, moderate activity, or I'll just keep it light activity, but for now I'll just put none this week. I mean, I will write into the description what exactly I will do, simply because I am off this week. I am at home. Okay, so let's hit again the update. It's okay. Update is okay. Diary. Super. This is, yeah. Body fat still 20%. I think I was, unfortunately I do not have a way of checking my body weight, body fat. Here in Germany there are like no such fucking things where you can like literally check, which is mind-blowing. In my fucking shit country, it's in every single fucking place. Okay, let me delete everything and put those new infos once again to make sure it's gonna be like, there we go. An update, I'll put 20%, okay? It's 10%. This, my BMR total calories per day should be 1800. Good. Okay, now it's updated. Okay, perfect. Looks perfect. Okay, let's start the day. I ended up waking up at 6:45. Wake up. I went to the doctor. I went to another doctor. I went to check the current state of my operations. Current state, from a way looks good, from another way I would like to not talk about it and hope that it's gonna be better. Okay, I end up like making for sure my black coffee. That is something that give me the power to go throughout the day. And at around, I don't know, 9:50 I was into the gym. 9:50 into the gym on fasting. I end up doing a training until 11 something was. I can't remember. But it was like close to 12 already when I ended up meeting my wife at the shop, grocery shop. Okay, so I did like, let's say just 80 minutes. And I'll put again 150 calories. Okay, until 11:30. Come home. Drive home. Was at home at around 12:10. Home at last. I ended up drinking a protein shake, and the protein shake was 20 grams. I ended up putting also some milk in it, small amount, just 100 milliliters, and the rest was basically cold water. Okay. After this, I started today cooking, like some meals for today and tomorrow. Let me take a sip of water before continuing. Okay, so I ended up making myself some homemade protein bars, and I ended up making myself some hackfleisch, that's like ground meat. Let me check. Yeah, ground meat. This, what I end up like buying is, I would like to say can go also like a hamburger, ground beef, because there's beef and pork. For some reason I do not see here, but I'll put like the German one inside. So I end up like cooking my shit until around 16:10. All this time I made my wife with my daughter. My daughter is like, today was like fucking terrible. She didn't sleep, she didn't like today was like terrible. So 4:10, I'll need to like just stop for a bit. Or anyways, let's continue. Whatever. I can't change this, you know. So at 4:10, all this time I made my homemade protein bars and my food for today / tomorrow. So basically I ended up cooking, I ended up helping my wife, and after that I couldn't wait any longer, and I ended up like cooking some food and told my wife, you know what, I'm about to eat. She tried, actually, something like that. She tried bringing my daughter to sleep. She didn't want to sleep. My wife ended up wasting an hour trying to put her to sleep, something like that, you know. And you know, I just could not wait anymore for us to eat together. And what I ended up eating was uh, so it's ground beef, but this is um, dude, it's like pork and pork and huh. This is interesting. Ground beef and pork. There we go. I do not wait up per 100 grams, 19 grams of. Yeah, the calories were not so high. This is fucking bullshit. Like, for some reason I feel like I'm not gonna be able to find what exactly I would like to put inside here. You got ground beef and pork. Oh, dude. Fucking kidding me right now. This is like basically everything what is here, like what the fuck? Okay. This is bullshit right now. Hamburger or ground beef 80%. I don't get it. Oh. Bullshit. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. What the fuck? This is just... What should I understand from this, like, major major 80%, fucking fat 80% or whatever. Can't believe it that there is like no, literally like the only round. Beef and pork, fuck it. I'm like just losing it right now. It was lean ground beef and pork. Something around 18 to 19 grams of protein. This is 15. I feel like it's way too low. 19. 33. Okay, I'll go with 19. You know what? It's just. And this was like literally after cooking. I ended up measuring, and I ended up eating 200 grams. With some spinach. Was around 35 grams with some salad. Total of 70 was like salad. 70, so 35 at 35. Okay, so let's put it like this. Okay, this is what I ended up eating, and I ended up putting the protein there. Is good. This, and I ended up eating with just have to check. With pickled cabbage. Okay, and I ended up eating around, but this has like way too much calories. Let me check if I can find the one that I purchased. Now, by the looks of it, cranberry port, smork, no. So I'll go with other thing. The pickled cabbage, if there is a way of getting something. But this had 20 calories, so oh, okay, but 30. Oh, there you go. This looks good. And up around 250 grams. With what? Grams. grams, bro. Grams. You're fucking kidding me, bro. There you go. So 250 grams of pickled cabbage. I end up like mixing that pickled cabbage simply because it's very good taste and I like it, and it's a mix. I end up mixing that with ground beef after, you know, seasoning everything. I end up putting some onions, some, you know, but I won't be able to write down like how much onions did I end up eating, simply because, you know, when you're cooking you'll put some additional ingredients. But this is why also you know, at the end of the day, I think a plus minus a few calories, more or less, it's gonna be there almost every single day. So I ended up eating this, and I went to sleep for about an hour or something. Max 1.5. And after that I ended up taking let me check if I can get some protein bar, because homemade. There you go, there are 20 grams of protein. Mine has around 100, but I would like to go with this one now, simply because, you know, like I end up cutting into like 1, 2, 3, 4, so additional 4, 2 is gonna be 8, and 8 at the end, those two. So I end up cutting everything in 10 pieces, but the one side pieces I end up letting them a bit bigger, simply like double size almost, simply because I end up putting like way more fruits and, you know, strawberries and cranberries and all those. I end up putting them in a corner, more or less, the extra excess what I had. This is why I end up letting those bars to the end, you know, a bit bigger. And I would like to say that I will take this as 20 grams of protein. It might have been like a bit more, yeah, because the total amount of calories from the products that I end up using, it was 2,862, I think, and that divided in 10 is gonna give you, you know, a good amount of, you know, 280 calories. So I'll just go with homemade protein, okay, and I'll end up writing here 100 grams, of which the protein can differ. It can be less, it can be like better homemade, but this was not pumpkin pie, this was like basically strawberries, cranberries, like the wild fruits, and yeah, definitely I end up making everything with oatmeal protein powder, 2 tablespoons of honey, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. I end up putting like almonds, but I end up like you know, putting them into a mixer and make them like a bit smaller, so you'll have some in all over the place into your, you know, protein bar, not, you know, big pieces, and then it's gonna be like maybe sometimes a bit harder to crack and so on, and why not. I end up eating a protein bar, and for an hour and a half, something like that, I end up eating. So at 8:20, last meal. And this meal, it was cottage cheese. I ended up getting my 200 grams, and I was like, you know, not sure of my current protein intake for today, and I ended up saying, you know what, I need some more. I need some more protein, and I went after that and put additional. Where is it? Toast plain, lean ground beef, lean ground beef. What's this one? I ended up putting another 150. So I ended up eating another 150, and with some veggies that my wife ended up making. With some veggie mixture slash yeah, my wife ended up like doing like I don't know what's the name, or if there is a name for this. It's like onions, tomatoes, paprika, and like some other small veggies that you're gonna end up like steaming, cooking a bit, and after that, at the end, you're gonna end up putting tomatoes. You're gonna let that, you know, cook for a while, and at the end, you're gonna end up like coming and put some jasmine rice on top, just a small amount, not very much. And to top that up, you're gonna drop some eggs. So that is something that I end up putting like around 50 grams. So I'll put like around 100 to 50 more or less calories mixture with some jasmine rice slash eggs on top. I got 50 grams of that mixture. But yeah, and like putting that, so I'll like add a dish additional cals to add for today, plus 150 to make sure I got everything covered. And this is basically pretty much it. Let's say 21:00 done eating for today in a fasting till tomorrow. And that will be like depends when exactly am I gonna end up like starting my day, and how or with what. Tomorrow we need to go, someone has a birthday, and we gotta go say happy birthday, of course, and we are like literally invited to have the breakfast there. And I'll check if there is something that I can like literally help myself, or I'm like just gonna like kill myself if I go for it, because it's gonna happen that into the morning, like around 10 o'clock. And yeah, I will see if that's worth eating or not, and because I want to go also to train. So sure, training with a full stomach, I will not like that for sure. But yeah, like today eating was a bit YOLO from a point of view, simply because from 12 till 16 I ended up like just cooking. So I it was like this, what can I do? But I definitely love the protein bars that I ended up making. I don't want to like show you picture of how the kitchen and the looking after me being done. And that was like a sight to fucking see and watch. Uh, but yeah, I ended up putting a lot of good stuff, good fats, strong fats, but at the same time very high in calories. So this is why at the end I added 150 extra calories to basically the top in case I end up like doing less calories into that protein bar. I know that today my total protein it's maybe around 130 plus. Simply because, for example, the protein bar that I end up taking here into this chronometer, it's a bit too much protein in it. I mean, like I said, I end up putting oats, nuts. I end up putting protein powder. I end up putting like walnuts, uh, like two different nuts. I end up putting also two different, not two, like three, four, like wild fruits. You know, we gonna end up like saying everything. Plus, I added to that 170 grams. It was of not cranberry, man, strawberries. Jesus Christ. There we go. Strawberries. So overall, like I feel very happy with how I did today. I could do like a bit better for sure, but tomorrow I'll try to do it a bit better. I do not know, like my wife even asked me like why didn't you cook yourself like just 2 or 3 eggs? That would have been like more than enough instead of like waiting additional like close to 4 hours 4 hours, yeah, to eat, you know, from the protein shake that I end up getting to the point where I actually end up eating. So yeah, I know that some things can be done a bit better and smarter. Today I cannot say that I end up burning like besides the training of, you know, I'm not gonna like put there like a crazy amount of numbers simply because this is more to the truth. 150 calories. I am still sweating, especially when I am doing my I don't know how should I put this, like the end session training, of which I'm like basically doing a lot of movement for the core, stretches. I'm doing some small exercises for the ab. I'm doing a decent amount of planks, different ways of planking, like straight 90 degrees, a bit higher, um, you know, and it's good. I feel like way better. I'm doing more and more. I'm able to do more and more. Tomorrow I'm gonna do like the again the super squat. Basically, I'm gonna like start with 20 squats. I'm gonna jump into back rows. I'm gonna jump into deadlifts. After that, I'm gonna hit a very good, and most of the time I'm hitting like for the chest. I'm hitting like an incline, and I have learned throughout the years that, and also lately of getting like more information to know what is good or better. I feel like you don't need to be like very inclined to 45%, like most of the benches that are pre-made are at 45 degrees. I feel like 15% is gonna hit, or even 30% is gonna hit. So I'm trying to do like switch once 15, once 30, and once I'm gonna go to the one that is pre-made at that 45 degree. And yeah, very happy with everything. Tomorrow I will train some triceps. I'll do again a superset and some triceps extensions. I'll do also the super squat. So basically, with what I'm like starting every single day, is I'm gonna like put my heart into like to pump. Mainly, I'm gonna like go on the treadmill and run for up to 10 minutes until I feel like I'm already sweating. Don't like sweat that much. Simple at the beginning, simply because the doors into the gym are opened all over the place, and I feel like there is a wind, or like it's not very cool when you're like with your shirt, you know, when you're sweaty. Simply because I feel like, oh my god, I'm like it's cold, all of a sudden. And at the same time, I don't want like take a hoodie with me right now, simply because tomorrow, by the looks of it, it's still 27 fucking Celsius outside here at my place. And but as soon as the cooler weather is gonna like hit, I'm gonna take some hoodies, simply because I feel way more comfortable in them. If I sweat, it's gonna be like remain there, and it's gonna be absorbed by the hoodie. And to that, in case like the freaking doors are open, I don't wanna like think and you know have that feeling. Oh my fucking god, I might end up like getting a cold if I'm like fucking staying here. And some machines are basically near the fucking doors, and you're gonna end up like feeling like holy shit. Now I feel like the wind is there to blow me away. And yeah, I'll see how this is gonna like go, in what direction. I really wanna give my best to do you know as good as I can. And for sure, my main 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 how should I put this, like my main goal is to be fit, basically, to have more energy and to be there for the ones that I love. And yeah, I love when I have more energy and I can do more stuff. And tomorrow I'll try also do some work into my garage. Need to do some things like sorting. Need to still bring a lot of things that I need to like find place into the garage instead of like my basement. So yeah, what can I say? Everything is looking good. By the looks of it, by the looks of it, the current weight, 90.2. This day was like just crazy. I literally stood there and I watched the freaking thing, and I was like, wow, seriously? Like, wow. I know that I'm like counting everything. I know that I end up like having also like the last week diet. It was like basically around 1,700 calories per day, of which most of it was chicken breast, or the protein bread, or like some other things. But yeah, a lot of fibers, a lot of protein. And I was like basically wow when I ended up weighing myself today, and yeah, at the same time, for sure, very happy. Like who the heck won't be happy after 4 weeks of dieting, training hard, and I still want to train harder than yesterday. So I might end up like going up a bit in weights, in those like group of muscles where I feel like I can go a bit higher, and I will like also to be smart. Don't want to like go very hard or very like big weights, simply because I do not want to like get myself injured. Injuring something or myself is gonna like put me in a very fucked up position, simply because I have 6 months to transform. Basically not even 6 months anymore. I have uh yeah, I think less than five something. So yeah, at least for now I can look just forward and hope that I can keep it up and do the work, the good work that I end up doing until now. And yeah, hopefully also the doctor that I am about to meet is gonna like give me decent information about the current situation on my freaking LPs, like especially the left side, the inguinal. I hope that is gonna be like what my doctor today ended up telling me. He told me that the other doctor who made the operation, he might end up like netting everything a bit too tight, and because of that, there's like no place or no like yeah, there's basically no place to for other stuff to move. So that's that's for me right now a big my fucking god, because if it's that case, and if I want them to make it good, for example, to do it a bit lighter or something like that, then they need to fucking cut me again. And to be honest with you, the fucking 6 weeks of recovery from that bullshit, or actually 4 weeks it was, I think. 4 weeks of recovery from that shit, dude. Like that's no joke. Like I couldn't walk. I was like barely fucking walking. I was like a fucking handicapped point. Like I couldn't fucking do nothing. Couldn't go get off from bed alone. I couldn't. It was like everything was very hard. Even to go to the toilet, it was hard. So yeah, I don't know what to say. I hope that this is not the case, and hopefully it doesn't matter if it's like they're tight. I don't care, as long as on the long road nothing bad will happen. I'll live with it and fuck it. If like from time to time like pain is gonna be there, I'll be able to live with it. But if not, then I might need to cut again myself, and that is for sure not something that I would like to do right now, simply because my wife needs me. Secondary baby is about to come any moment now, basically. By the end of the month, he should be there. We'll see. But yeah, I can say only one thing right now. Thank you all so much for the support. Thank you for dropping by. Hope you enjoyed my day 29. And what can I say? Till tomorrow, I wish you all a nice day or night, depends where you live at. And stay healthy, play smart, and jack off. Take care.